Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Xenosaga Episode 3. Last time, we defeated Urtikaiser Sigma and got Urtikaiser Sigma as an item to use in battle. Well, an ether. This time, I have used all the 2,000 some odd skill points I just got from that fight and pretty much balanced everybody out. Pretty much everyone has learned almost, if not every stat. Momo's still missing a few, and I think... maybe Junior or KOS? Yeah, Junior's missing. Well, he was missing that one. Xion might be missing some. KOS, I think, is, missing a couple. But for the most part, we've maxed out our stats. After defeating Urtikaiser, we get credit for getting all of our segment file finished, since that was the last one. And once we do that, we can talk to one of these guys. And if we complete it, we get a special present. How he had KOS-MOS' swimsuit, why she didn't decide to just kill him for doing that, I don't know. But, now, what I've done is I've unequipped everybody of everything but their armor and their weapon. Just to get an idea of what type of stats we have. I did have a bunch of upgrades, most of which I've already spent. But let's just take a quick look here at dexterity. For the most part, everyone's kind of balanced, so I don't really care about buying these for anybody else. So we'll just get one and use it. Evade. Evade is all over the place for most people. Like, Jin's got super high evade, and Junior and Xion have decent, but everyone else is just kind of meh. So I don't really care too much to build this up a lot, but you could if you want to. Ether defense. Now, I've already spent a bunch of this, but the character that naturally has the lowest ether defense is Momo. Go figure. The highest is KOS-MOS, followed by Ziggy. Ziggy! Like, really? Why? That's just weird. Anyway, we'll give that one to Jin, why not? Now, Vitality. You'll never believe who has the lowest Vitality. Yeah, of course it's Momo. Momo actually has horrible stats in this game, which is kind of weird. Where are my agility ones? Yeah, the other thing that's really weird, she has the second lowest agility of anyone in the game if you don't use any items on her. It makes no sense. But yeah, her and Xion have low vitality, so if you want to build them up, you can. I don't know where my other ones are. I must have already used them. Yeah. The thing is, even before using them, KOS and Junior and Xion all have around the same. Xion, I think, is a little less, actually. But yeah, they have some of the best in the game. For whatever reason, Jin even has, better... Ziggy obviously isn't going to have much of anything, but, Jin has decent amount as well. I'm just going to pile this on Ziggy, even though it's not really going to help him all that much. Let's take a look at Strength. Notice anything that makes no sense? I haven't used any yet. The second lowest strength stat belongs to Ziggy. Ziggy! He should have the highest strength stat in the game. But no, that belongs to KOS-MOS. KOS-MOS and Jin are just by far the best characters for physical damage. Everyone else kind of sits around the same. So pretty much all of those are going to Ziggy just to buff him up so that he gets kind of where he belongs. Yeah, he really should have been up there without spending 250,000 G, but okay, that's fine. Let's take a quick look at our agility stat. So our agility stat is... where is our agility stat? So 67, 66, 67, 73, 86, 67, 68, and that's after balancing them. I spent, I think, 35 upgrades that I spent on that. That's a lot of upgrades just to balance out the characters that are just... their speed's all over the place. Momo is the second slowest character, though. It just makes no sense. The only one slower is KOS-MOS. It's weird. It's really, really weird. Anyway, so we got KOS-MOS' swimsuit, which I won't be using until we go to take a look at things. I did want to show off something. The Gust-Off wrist we got from Urtikaiser last time. It's only slightly good. Abusive level good, but it's only slightly good. Yeah, it's way too good. Anyway, I'm going to deck out a party of Junior, Xion, and KOS and move forward with them. I will meet you inside Miktom, where we last left off. Okay, we're back. Just just took that back down, just like when we took it on out. That's where we fought Margulis the final time. And if you head down here, you'll recall that one of the doors was open for us after defeating Margulis. That would be the door up here. Now, the remainder of the dungeon will be taking place on foot, so again, you don't need any of your healing items or anything like that, so we can just head on up through here. The first half is not very confusing. Pretty much right around the time I expect to end this episode, it gets really confusing, and if you screw it up, you will be hitting yourself constantly because it's a pain in the ass to fix. And I have the wrong party. There we go. Okay, so we have you guys, weak to fire. I think that's absorbs ice, strong against beam. These guys strong to fire, weak to ice. Now, there are a couple of different ways you can go through this. If you look at this fight and you say, it's like, well, they're weak against different things, it's going to be a pain in the ass, got to use single targeting attacks or something like that. Or you can take an idea about Urtikaiser's Sigma that we just got. Physical damage. Well, that'll be fine. Look at all that EP it costs, though. Let's take a look at see how much damage that does. Remember, there's 4 enemies, and the damage total on screen counts the damage to all of them combined. Yeah, it's the instant win button. It's like 140,000 damage to 4 enemies, so yeah, more HP than any enemies have at this point in the game. Now, I'm going to go over a separate strategy in case you want to abuse the shit out of that for the remainder of this dungeon, which I wouldn't blame you if you wanted to do. You pick your fastest character, in my case, in this party it's Junior, and you'll give him the Iron Maiden, which gives him small experience and small SP boost. And might as well, you can give him anything else there, doesn't matter. And then you give him Heaven's Door, cost EP, EP cost 1, so you can do all that damage for 1 EP. You're never going to run out of EP, and even though you're not getting Finish Strike, because you have this on, you are getting some additional SP and experience. You don't get any extra money, but oh well. Basically, look at that. A very easy way to get really far ahead and spend no effort on it, and the battles are only going to take about a minute. So there's that option if you want to go that way. At some point I may do that for enemies that I'm doing off screen. I won't be doing that on screen with any of these guys anymore, but not unless I get in trouble. Let's take care of these guys in a normal manner. Now, pretty much this party is really good at taking out groups of enemies because they have really powerful attacks. Like, we got Red Dragon here, which is fire elemental, does lots of damage. Storm Waltz is a break attack, it's all right. Chaos has a powerful attack. Shion has a pretty good attack. So we could do those. You can also just use our generic abilities that hit all enemies anyway, especially since we're hitting them from behind. That looks like a good idea. Yeah. Now, do I have lightning with you? I have not learned it yet. Okay, so we'll use that lightning instead. I'll fast forward through the animation, it takes forever. But it is not so abusive that it breaks the game anymore. At this point, it does pretty good damage for sure, but it doesn't, you know, just annihilate enemies straight up. So I can't use ice to finish them all off, so I'm going to try and use fire. So let's see here. We'll hit you once, and then we'll hit you once. Should be enough to do her now. Red Dragon. I don't think we've seen this yet. Basically, it's exactly what you would expect. It's the Red Dragon we've seen up until now. And it does a lot of damage. Very good choice to use in these fights. They give decent SP and experience for not being mech battles, but not really a good place to grind, so we just kind of move on. So here, we need to go there later. I'm doing things a little out of order, but once we finish off a couple more enemies, we'll be able to unlock that area. I'll take care of them on the way back. Item? No item. Okay, so up the top here, we'll be able to unlock that door. It's funny that you still get crappy items like medkit M's, and this is the final dungeon, and I've basically already sold all of mine, and I haven't used them in so long, if barely ever. Anyway, once you activate this switch, you will be able to open that door that I walked up to a moment ago. I'll meet you back around there, and I'll kill the enemy on my way. And then we can go up the stairs. Okay, there we go. And now we can just head on up these stairs into the next part of the area, which isn't too bad. I don't know, it kind of seems like it might be more confusing. The terrain around here is just weird. We're in a building, now we're in underground caves. The next one is even more weird. Okay, so I did take out all the enemies in this little room here. And in this room, like it seems kind of confusing when you first come in here. It's like, oh, okay, split paths and doors all over the place. It really isn't all that bad. If you head up over here, there is a single room with a cutscene and an item, maybe? Maybe? Yeah, I think there's an item here. If you approach here, you get a non-voiced cutscene, which is kind of odd and rare in this game. And her pendant reacts to the weird shining lights from down there. Okay. And we get 5,000 gold. I'll take it. Not that we really should be getting gold at this point in the game, but okay, sure, why not? Backtrack through here. I believe I already picked up all these, didn't I? Yes, I did. And, oh, one of the enemies respawned. That's no fun. Okay, blow up these ones. The way we need to go is to the left, so let's head down here. And after taking care of him, blow up a bunch of these things. And a skill upgrade. Okay. I used all the ones I had on Jin, save for the A ones, which only give 10 points. I just sold those and used them to buy more upgrades, because upgrades are great. Okay, another shop. This one is also upgraded with all the latest stuff. If you want to buy more upgrades here and now, you can if you want. They're right there. Meh. Doesn't really matter at this point. You can, like, if you want to grind, the best way to grind is still in Abel's Arc as far as I'm concerned. If you use large attack, or not large attack, large item rare, so you get rare items more often, or increased SP, or increased experience, or whatever you want to use, and then just kill all those enemies with level 2 Anima Awakenings over and over and over again. That's probably the best way to get money, experience, SP, and then just go to the shop, buy your upgrades, and repeat. These guys may look familiar. That name may look familiar. They're basically the same guys. I don't think this guy has the same name as he did before, but these are all the same guys we fought in the Cathedral Ship in Episode 1. These guys have a lot of HP. And they do a lot of damage. And so, well, they don't do that much damage. There's heavy break attack. Let's see if we can break one of these guys. Here I go. One-shot break. I like it. Yeah, we have learned a whole bunch of new abilities at this point. Break blow 2. Let's see if we can break you. Maxed out the break limit again. That's good. And we should be able to go rodeo spike again. Meh. Yeah, we've pretty much protected ourselves from most physical damage at this point in the game, so there's not a whole lot to worry about. Okay, so you're weak to ice. You're not immune to ice. Good enough reason to use Imperial Judgment. Basically, that's how I treat enemies now. As long as they don't take reduced damage from it, you might as well use it. You can build up your boost so high at this point, then there's not really any use in wasting it by doing what basically I did for the first half of this fight. Well, they are Gnosis. Might as well use Phoenix Strike. There we go. Yeah, you're just going to get it back at the start of the next fight before you can kill them anyway. So, anyway. not too much to worry about with them. There is one more type, which hopefully I will run into right here. If you're wondering, Urtikaiser Sigma does one-shot all of them anyway. But there is one more I want to show off. Hopefully this is it. Is that it? Actually, there's two more, because that's one of them. And there's one more after that, the flame one. I don't think we've ever seen anyone with that name before. But yeah, here's the other one. You take fire hits against them. You can actually use fire against you, so I will end up finishing you off with Red Dragon. I guess the one on the left is supposed to just be a generic variant. Spirit Strike. I think I have, what, Fallen Leaves, medium physical attack? It's nice that we finally get lots of abilities that hit more than one enemy. Except for you, I don't think you get it. We'll go double shot. Not bad, not bad. With critical anyway. Without critical, it's not all that special, but... You can use lock. This would probably be a good time to invest in those items that protect you against all status effects, if you care. I haven't used boost the entire game. I've literally used it, I think, in the tutorial, and that was it. So that's entirely up to you if you want to. Some of the other status effects are more annoying, but there's usually ways around them. I don't worry too much about most of them. There's a double. There's a guard. There's a critical. So I don't want to use ice, I want to use fire, so you're going to guard, and you will end the fight. Yeah, we have enough HP, enough break limits, enough EP to really get away with pretty much fighting the enemies however we want at this point. Which is nice. They give us some items that I don't care about. Let's head in here. Welcome to probably my least favorite room in the entire game. And I haven't written down the strategy for this, and if you screw this up, you will be spending a couple of hours, which is what I did in my test run, trying to fix it so you can actually get to the end of this place. Yeah, not happy about being back here. That's all for this one. And I'll see you guys with a map next time.